Hello students, how are you? I hope you are fine and you have seen the earlier videos of this chapter. Now in this video we are going to draw the ray diagrams for different positions of object for convex and concave lenses, right? So first we'll see the image formation by convex lens. For object position, we'll see the image position, size of the image and nature of the image. Now when the object is placed at infinity, image will be formed at f2, means on the other side of the lens. It will be small because infinity is a very long distance from the lens. So image will be real and inverted. And here behind 2f1, so the image will be formed at f2 and 2f2, small size, and then real and inverted. At 2f1, it means that center of curvature, so the image would be at center of curvature, same size as that of the object, like in the mirror. And real and inverted, and if the object is placed between 2f1 and f1, so the image will be formed at 2f2, size enlarged, nature real and inverted, all the cases except one. And at f1, in the focus, the image would be at infinity, highly enlarged, real and inverted. And between f1 and o, it means the optical center, same side of the lens, enlarged. So if it is on the same side of the lens, then it would be virtual, right? Now we'll see the ray diagrams one by one. So if the object is placed at infinity, the rays, parallel rays, which are coming from the object, they get converged at focus, right? f2, the other side of the lens after refraction, you can see here. The image is formed at f2, it is real, inverted and point sized, highly diminished, okay, very small size. Next one, beyond 2f1, it means that 2f1, this, beyond this, right? So one ray parallel to the principal axis, it would pass through focus, and another, it will continue in the same direction, right? They meet at this point, so image is formed at between f and 2f on the other side, right? So it would be small in size, smaller in size, inverted, real, okay. Next case, at 2f1, which is known as the center of curvature, C. So the image is at C. So if it is at C, then its size is same as that of the object, okay. You can see the two rays, one parallel to the principal axis passing through the focus, next one passing through optical center, continue in the same direction. They meet at this point, inverted, real and same size as the object. Next one, when the object is between f and 2f, okay, means f and center of curvature. So here you can see the two rays parallel to principal axis passing through focus, and then again passing through optical center O. So they meet at this point, which is beyond 2f. So the image is formed beyond 2f, and you can see the nature of the image, it is enlarged, size is more than the object, enlarged image, real, inverted, right? Next one, object at f1, object at f1 at focus, so image would be at infinity, right? So we see one ray parallel to the principal axis passing through focus, another passing through optical center. So they will meet at some point infinity, at infinity here. So the image would be highly enlarged, right? Real and inverted. Next, when the object is placed between f1 and O inside the focus, okay, here the object is placed here, so the same two rays, one passing parallel to the principal axis passing through focus and the next one passing through focus. Here there is no chance of meeting because they are diverging, so they can meet at this point if we extend these two rays. So the image you can see on the same side of the lens, it is enlarged, erect. So erect image is virtual, right? Next one, this is in case of a concave lens. So here also two rays. If the object is placed at infinity, then the image would be formed at focus. So the same two rays we can take. So they meet at this focus. So this image is virtual, highly diminished or point sized image. Virtual image is there, right? At focus. The next position for this image, for this concave lens, is between infinity and O, between optical center and infinity, anywhere between this. So the image would be formed between O and F, optical center and F1, right? So you take the same two rays parallel to principal axis and one passing through optical center. After extending, they meet at this point. So image is virtual and erect and diminished in size, right? So these are the ray diagrams for spherical lenses. I hope you have understood. Practice them by drawing them in your notebook using ruler and scale, ruler and pencil. Draw neatly, okay? We'll continue in the next videos. Bye.